The federal government is being urged by the 6 governors of northeastern part of Nigeria to address important concerns in the region and incorporate it into the national development plans. Following their 10th and meeting in Bauchi, the Northeast Governors Forum chairman Babangana Zulum made the request in a communique. The forum demanded that the Transmission Company of Nigeria act immediately, expressing worry over the month-long darkness in the region. It was suggested that the solar power facilities be established with a minimum output of 10 megawatts each state. Now, they also demanded that 330 kV transmission line be extended from Kano to Bauchi State, connecting to Yobe and Borno, and from Makurdi to Jalingo, connecting to Adamawa, Gombe, and Bauchi State. Joining me on the news at this time to shed light on this is Mohammed Abdullahi, a public affairs analyst. Thank you for your time, Mohammed.
Good afternoon, Nigerians. It's my pleasure.
All right, let's look at the state or the state of development across the northeastern part of Nigeria vis-a-vis the current situations there, particularly when it comes to security. What is your general rating and perception?
Yeah, I think it's a general notion among Nigerians and even foreigners that the Northeast, particularly Borno State, is bedeviled by insecurity. Boko Haram, to be precise, which has been a recurring problem for the past decade, I think 13, 14 years to be precise. It's been very challenging. It's actually one challenging issue that have dragged down or slowed down development in many parts of Borno. Yes, Maiduguri metropolis, I mean, the capital of Borno State is quite peaceful, but outskirts of that place, I mean, outskirts of the city of Maiduguri is quite challenging. There are still so many, routes that are passable, that are, a no-go area for, civilians and people of the Northeast. So in my own thinking and opinion, and what I've seen in few of the northeastern states that I've been to physically, insecurity is actually the most challenging factor. And because of insecurity, there's a lot of things that is being affected as well. People are unable to go to farms, people are unable to carry out their day-to-day activities, particularly interstate activities or intercity activities, as it were. So, and this in turn, increases the rate of poverty among citizens. So it's quite challenging. I think for me, that is one issue that the northeastern states have really got to tackle. Only Gombe State, magically, among the 6 states, have been able to survive issues of insecurity. But the 5 other states, particularly Borno, Yobe, Taraba, and Bauchi to some extent, and even Adamawa, have been really embroiled with so many insecurity challenges that I think both the federal government and the state government should be paying much more attention to.
You said quite a couple of things, but Abdullahi, why do you think the issue of insecurity seems to be a roving issue? At some point, some level of progress is recorded, and then it's like the country goes back to where it used to be in terms of that fight. So my question is, why is it a recurring issue? Also, we are beginning to see the governor, way before now anyway, the governor of Borno State, talking about Babangana Zulum, in spite of everything, still putting projects up. I would just like to know your thoughts on this.
Yes, I think why insecurity has been a recurring issue is because we refuse to tackle the remote causes. We've just been trying to deal with the issue at the very top. There are actually remote causes, which is unemployment, youthful restiveness, and so on and so forth. In fact, Borno State, like I know, Bauchi, and so on and so forth, have, and quite even all the states in the Northeast region, have a large majority of youth. But what do these youth do, on a daily basis? Like I said earlier, because of insecurity, they've been able to go to farm. Many of them are agrarians, they've been able to go to their farmlands and so on and so on. So perhaps it's even more lucrative for them to join in the insecurity challenges. So the issue is that government have been unable to tackle the remote causes, like I said, and the major remote causes is the fact that there is so much unemployment in the land. Perhaps even for those who want to, like I said, who want to go to farm, they are unable to. For those who want to go to school, those states in the Northeast are some of the states where you have larger number of out of school children in Nigeria. So if we are able to tackle these issues of unemployment, tackle issues of education, tackle issues of the Almajiri system, where you have too many young people, 4 or 5 year old on the street begging for alms, in fact, not only to feed themselves, but to feed their families as well. If we are able to tackle these issues, I want to believe that it will reduce to the barest minimum the attraction to crime and insecurity.
All right, thank you
and
so much.
And to your second question of Baba Gana.
Yes, just in 30 seconds.
And to your second question,
yes.
of structures, I think it's because, yes, it's attracting a lot of charities. I mean, both from within and abroad. So it's a good one that at least the governor is doing his bit and his best in order to put up structures, whether in terms of education, financing, and so on and so forth, empowerment for the people of Borno State.
All right, thank you so much for your time on the news, Abdullahi.
Thank you, my pleasure.